Yeah, I think it's really important for us. I think we need to take care of our home record here and get back on track. I think we can build momentum off those games, but you kind of have to put them aside because it's a whole different animal for us tonight and trying to get 2 points on home ice, and that's important. We need to secure the rest of the home games this year. It's important for us.
When you're in this desperation mode, can it almost be like a new season for this group? You almost erase what's happened and you're more present than ever?
For sure, I think there's a lot of commitment from guys too, coming to the rink every day, knowing that a lot on the line every game, every shift. So it's important that we bring it every single night, and to get opportunity for us to get those 2 games and win at home here. I think that'll be a huge boost for our team. So we need to come out strong tonight.
You keep talking about home, and it hasn't been the most successful place to play. So, knowing that, what has to change now here at home? And I know you've said it throughout the season, but now that you're here, how can you kind of make sure that happens?
Play the way we did the last 2 games here tonight will be the big key. I think those 2 games are very complete games by our group.
Dylan, we've seen you sort of playing with new line mates for a little while here now. How does what you try to contribute change in that sort of newer role?
I just think that's why I need to be responsible. 200-foot game there. I think when you go to center, it's a lot more responsibility. I'm trying to carry that and help those 2 guys I'm playing with to create offensive success. And I know a lot of the offense will come from me being good in the D zone, being the low guy, and making those hard plays to get it out. So I think I'm trying to bear down and keep the puck out of our net.
Dylan, I'm just curious, when you get presented in a year where you've played so well with a different kind of role and responsibility, how does it kind of get presented to you in terms of, hey, we need you to do this instead of this because?
No, it's exciting. I think it's good. I'm, to play center. It's fun. It's not easy going center. It's hard. It's my lungs hurt pretty bad the first game. There's a lot more skating and a lot more battling in your end in the corners, and then to get back up to the ice to support these guys. So it's a fun challenge. It's try to push yourself because you want to fit in that spot and help those guys. I want to win faceoffs for them, get the puck out of our end, and I don't want to. I didn't want to waste those 2-3 games trying to get used to center. It's that challenge of that first shift of being ready to go and helping them. So it's felt good the first 2 games. Just need to build off that.
Did they feel like you could add more speed down the middle of the ice in terms of moving there?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. I think for me it's just helping out those 2 guys, and they're going to help me out. They're 2 veteran guys. I've had a lot of conversation with them. Those last 2 games, especially with Lou, deciding who goes low, face-offs. It's a challenge getting back into it, and to have a veteran guy like that who's playing center for most of the year has been helping me out a lot, and that makes it easier for me.
Have you played on every line this year?
I'm not too sure. I kind of like that though. I go rover for some guys who go out there. So yeah, no, it's good. I think when it creates chemistry with most of the guys when you're playing with everyone, so it's exciting.
What does it do for a team to finally get the results? Because I think you felt good about your game for the most part during that losing skid. To finally get the results and get a lucky break even maybe.
Yeah, I think, I don't know if it was lucky break. I think that's what it takes to win in the game today now. I think to bear down right to the end with Toff stepping up and scoring that, both goals, and we needed that. We needed our team to step up, and Toff gets that goal, and they're huge. So we needed that in those tight games, and for guys to start doing it now, I think it creates a lot of exciting and emotion from guys every day that this is we're in this, we can do it. So it's exciting to see that Toff step up and help us get those wins, because it brings a lot of emotion to the rink and some positive energy.
Dylan, what can you say about Jacob's play the past couple of games?
Yeah, he's been awesome. Go back to the homestand we had here. He was awesome. He was our best player. So he's been our best player for 5 or so games now, and it's nice that we got the could get the win for him because he kept us in those games. And that shootout game, he looked loose, he looked calm, he was great. So it was huge for us to see that, and huge for him. We're all excited for him, and now we kind of rally around him, and we know he's going to keep bringing his game.
What does it say about a team when the guy that they mob after the shootout is the goalie? It looked like there was some real emotion there when you guys embraced him.
Yeah, he battled. They had they had some good chances throughout that game, and when it's a shootout, you don't make it that far if he's not standing on his head. So that was a huge thing, and he kept us. We say that a lot, but he kept us in it with the shootout. So yeah, it was really important for him to, for us to get that win, and he was the guy that we got the job done.
It looks like you guys had fun on this road trip. Like Pelche was lifting up Lindy, you had the rally helmets going on. Is there something to be said for keeping it light during such a serious time?
Yeah, I think so. I think it loosens guys up. I looked down the bench and I saw Weeks with his helmet on backwards, and I loosened up. I started laughing quite a bit, and then you're like, oh, I'm in a shootout right now. So I think when guys are going to shoot, have that little bit of calming feeling of even just a simple thing from Weeks doing that. I think it can settle down a group, and that fun times goes a long way for sure.
What's been Pelche's role in that? Because you could probably run a 3 or 4 minute clip of him celebrating his goals, his teammates' goals, encouragement on the bench, patting guys on the head. What's it like to see a rookie with 20 some odd games under his belt doing that?
It's awesome. I think that emotion, it's contagious. You feel it, you hear him. He's a presence in the room for sure. So it's exciting to see that. Obviously, like even a young guy, you can learn from him, and that excitement that he brings, that energy. It brings the group a lot of energy. So I think it's it's really good for a lot of guys in this room to have him in here.
Okay.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.